Annissa here with Firehouse Education and this week's Ask Annissa video column. And this week, as you can tell, my shooting studio has changed just a bit. I'm really hoping I did mic up for this, hoping you guys could hear me okay. But the water is a little loud. I'm actually in Costa Rica. I'm on Punta Uva Beach, I believe it is. Very beautiful, very nice. Decided to head out of the country for a few weeks, and this is our first stop on a trip around the oceans just a bit and some beaches. The reason that I'm shooting here today to talk to you guys is I wanted to have some conversation with you. I have been getting several emails and people reaching out to me in regards to the speech that I gave called My Perfect Life at the Experience in Vegas in September. And I guess I kind of hit a nerve there with that topic and talking about, designing and setting your business up so that it actually funded and enabled you to live the kind of life that you wanted. And I was actually really encouraged and inspired by several of you reaching out to me asking questions. So I just thought I'd share a few of those questions here on video with y'all this morning. So one of the things that seems to be a real common thread in these emails that I'm getting is people really wanting to know, is this really possible to automate and set your business up with the ability to be able to leave and be gone for several weeks at a time, or on a regular basis for shorter periods of time without there being interruption in your business? Like, how do you manage to make sure that everything's getting done just so, and that your clients are being cared for, and so on and so forth? Well, the short answer is yes, it's absolutely possible in your business. And one of the cool things about this industry that we're in is that our profit margins are so high in restoration that it really does allow us to fund the lifestyle that we want. Having said that, I want to take a couple steps back though and just go over a couple things with you. One, in order to really attain or achieve the lifestyle that you want, you have to ask yourselves a few questions. And one of the things I went over in my session in Vegas was, knowing what defines your success. So that was when I shared with you all my I know I'm successful when list. And I have 11 things on that list that I know when these things are happening in my life, then I have achieved my definition of success. Well, what I find is that a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, have never asked themselves that question, so they really don't know what success is for them. I mean, to me, one of my huge things on my list is I never lose my tan line. So that means I am on a sunny beach a lot. But for some, that's not their cup of tea. Maybe it is, debt freedom in their business. Maybe it's spending every other weekend with their grandchildren, or whatever that is for you. But what you've got to do is you have to ask yourself that question. And too many times I think we get inundated and bogged down with all the daily grind stuff when we don't ask ourselves that. So be sure that you know what your definition of success is. The second thing I want to tell you is you really need to be sure that you have a really clear picture as to what I call my perfect life looks like. So for you, what does your perfect life look like on a daily, monthly, yearly basis? Is it I'm gone? Like, for instance, one of mine is in my perfect life, I want to do a lot of traveling. This year alone, I'm taking more than 200 free days where I'm traveling. That's pretty big, and I love that. For some, again, that's not their thing. So what is it for you? You really have to know that. I think too many times we pull up the GPS in life, and especially as entrepreneurs, like I said, we're so busy doing all the stuff that we pull up the GPS in life and go to put in, figure out where we're going, but we don't have an address. So if you don't know where you're going, how in the world do you know what you need to do to get there, right? By the way, that's another exercise I shared with everybody called Where Are You? Where do you want to be, and how are you going to get there? So anyway, I just really wanted to reach out. I know I've had a few conversations with some of you, and I wanted to let any of you know who had seen the presentation, let you know to please reach out to me. Annissa at firehouseeducation.com is my email. I'd love to have some further conversation with you, and I'm really happy to show you how we've worked at our perfect life, if you will, and set things up so that Kevin and I get to live our life the way we want to, and be sure that our business is funding that for us. So be sure you're not just clocking in, you guys, every day like you have a job because you own a business, because that's not how it should be. You should be getting joy out of your day. You should be feeling rejuvenated in your work, and definitely should be able to take lots and lots of free time. Okay, well, I really hope you all found that valuable. Please, like I said, reach out to me if you have any other questions about that presentation I did in Vegas, My Perfect Life. And my email, you know it, is Annissa at firehouseeducation.com. And be sure to give me a like on the video. And if you're on the YouTube channel, subscribe to Firehouse Education's YouTube channel. And on that note, I will see you on next week's Ask Annissa video column.